Alright. Then let's go to the weekly shorts. So I haven't seen anything yet. As usual, we go into solo weekly shorts. Let's have a look at previous week again at first, yeah. Checking the world records and guessing the times. We start with the first map. It's an 18:01 PB for me. I didn't hunt a lot. Also all my positions are in somewhere between the 100th and 1000th. I would assume that there is a limit on such a map though. You can see my record once, so as long as I'm thinking about it. You keep grip here. Then the question is pre-drifting this jump, or can you actually just full speed jump and then you need a good slide here in the ending. I would say the record is a 69, because that would be nice. I think that would be a nice time. And it is a 65, okay. It is Vasco, a new name, with the record. Oh no, let's actually keep it in. Yeah, also incredible how he kept the grip. Unreal. For me, always difficult to understand, like how did that work? Did he full speed it? No, he did a small release, but holy moly. Did he keep the grip nicely, and he did the pre-drift strat. So let's have a look at the top 5. If there's any different strat. Oh, very good start here by Jacob. Extremely good start actually. Even better than Vasco's no grip. No airtime. Alright, this is the first map. Not much to see, nothing special. Let's go next. So, I have a 15.57 on this track. This is this grass track, yeah. The line here was not completely clear, especially towards the finish. I had a different line than the discovery of Lars or Scrappy or Granadi. As you can see, I went actually over this penalty to then have an easy line to stay away from penalty there, but maybe their line is slightly bit better. How much could you probably gain on my time? Also the question is, the snap into no slide and with different penalty reduction, as you would need to find a really crazy line. I would say a 0.19, but I'm not sure if a 0.1 is really doable, like on such a map. But let's go with a 19. Usually I would think lower, but people like to surprise me sometimes, so let's see. Okay, yeah, it was too crazy what I said. I kinda also didn't really, like I felt like it cannot work, but who knows how much they gain with certain counter steers or something. But no, the record is a 36, so that is not far off from me. Ah yeah, I forgot that I actually had a decent position on this. Like 400th is actually was a rather decent position compared to the other tracks. Ah no, he actually takes my line. Now I wonder if everyone does that in the top 5. Also the thing is that he does, first of all he goes super tight here, but we are rather equal. Now he goes fully over penalty and then snaps into the nose slide there. And yeah, basically my line there. So let's have a look at Ikoko and take the top 5 records. Until here, not big differences. Ikoko is going the furthest outside. And yeah, we see some differences here. We see definitely some differences here, especially when we check out the Hobbit line. So you see he's actually leading. He has the best start. So he also snaps into the nose slide, but later, because he tries to go tighter here, he goes over this tiny bit of penalty and tries to avoid this big chunk of penalty, but he has to steer more into both directions. And actually that costs him, the steering. And also the Plavok guy, who takes kinda the same line as him, is overtaking him by just cutting a little bit more here and steering less. Interesting. Okay, next map. I have a 15.71 on this track. I was hunting it yesterday a little bit further and realized it's probably rather close, but then I saw these Granati hunt sessions where I don't remember his times, but I remember how he fully nose slid. Like, I was going into small slide and counter steered into the nose slide, quantum slide kind of. Yeah, probably you can gain a little bit more with a full nose slide, but how much is there possible? I don't know, let's say 35. I usually say a time that is around 3 to 4 tenths in front of what I have. Alright, 35 I go with, and it's a 36. But it's RIP for Bobo. He would have had his second world record, which probably would have guaranteed him to win this Weekly Shorts week. Hopefully he still won it. I didn't check it yet, we will see in the end. But this is of course always garbage when you lose 14,000 points by that. And Neek actually has the same time. I mean, what is this? He basically just finished. Ach, he also started further ahead, or what? Yeah, okay. So why is this now broken? Okay. Also, a much better... Also, I was really close with my 36. Neek, of course, also a steering wheel player, and you see exactly the difference. Also, first of all, he gets no slowdown here and the better penalty reduction, and goes then up here, keeps the grip, and has an immediate nose slide. So now we compare this with Bobo. Who has the better start? It is slightly Neek in front. Or Bobo has this better. But then he... Ooh, how's this the same time? Also usually Neek would be ahead whenever we see it, but it's a bit weird. Also at this point, Bobo should win. But then he hesitated with straightening his car out when jumping off. He stopped steering way too early. And because of that he lands further outside. And this makes him lose the lead that he had. Now he's behind. So now it's important to be as far left as possible to not jump too much. And Bobo gets that better while Neek is actually getting the slide. But what surprises me is this small, as if Neek would release. Like suddenly he releases, or he loses speed. If you see that comparison, it makes sense that Bobo is faster, but it's as if Neek loses twice time. First because of the drifts and then a second time. But maybe it's a gear change or something? Yeah, there is a gear change. You can hear it, Bobo has this gear change. And this gear change slows down Neek for a second time. But then still, Neek is finishing extremely inside, and usually that's always then further ahead than you think. But apparently, same time. Okay, let's have a last look at 222. But I don't think that we will see anything special, I would assume. They all have rather similar starts. 222 lost here a bit. He got a very nice aggressive way into the nose slide. Yeah, alright. Next. 17.40. What track is? Ah, yeah, this one. Okay, this is Small Hops. This is a very, very simple map. I assume that the world record here is gonna be 17, 19. I go with a 19 again. I don't think that you can gain super much here on this track, but I didn't really have a clean run. I was not really super happy. Actually, it could be more possible. I go with a 15. And it is a 21. Ah, okay, my 19 was actually a good shout. No Ryulu-fan. He is also fighting for the win because he was already part of a top 5, and obviously you need to have world records. have a good chance. Yeah, just a very clean lap. Yeah, there were two interesting things about the line. The first turn here, and he takes a very extreme line. He jumps far up to get a very inside angle here. Like anything could work. You could also go inside the whole way and then be further outside here, but you gained of course time before. And the question was, what is faster? He goes for this line. We will see later if all the top 5 do this. Here you need a nose down. Did he release for this, I wonder? No, just a nice left right before the jump off, and then you have to hit these 2 turns perfect. Now the second interesting thing is last turn. The question was, do you go over penalty or not? Yeah, it slows you down, but you're further inside and the finish is close. He goes over. Alright, now we check the top 5 and let's see if there are different lines. He has quite a lead. Yeah, they all go rather, also compared to Maiko's, they all go rather similar. Draghi got that incredibly good. Draghi lost it at the end. I'm actually surprised he's so far behind. Also he doesn't have a good start. He's clearly behind, but this chicane he got basically perfect. Like, just check how close it was here to touch penalty. This was literally perfect. And then what happens is he goes too much with the left, he goes with the left tire over the penalty and loses it. Ah, this is unfortunate. That was his world record. Alright, and now we have a very last map, and that's this crazy one. And yeah, records, I know some clips of also definitely 12 low, maybe 11 high, let's say 1189. No, it was just 12 low. You cannot gain more than that. Okay, then 12 low. And he will win the campaign with this, because he has the world record. And he nails it. And the gates are opening for him. Very beautiful start. This is where he probably gains. And now he approaches it like this. Actually the rear tire is further outside than the front, and he steers to the left and just touches the last bit of the water and gets through. And here are the top 5. Mark had a completely different, but it's actually only 5th. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a quick intermission, because the trick medal is happening. And then we will see the new tracks. Alright, I won yesterday with Asserich, or Asse. Yeah, it was posted in my Discord, a clip of this map. Oh. What? You already got it? Also it's not Molle. What do we know? Not much prize money. Yeah, Molle not in the database. Was the first one that I was thinking of. Brinken is not the answer, right? Oh, but he's in 4 wheels. Is then just Kayan? No, it's not Kayan. Well, no. Kebi. Kebi maybe. Yes, Kebi. At least I came to this, but people got it really quick. Holy shit, eh? It's Kebi, the first Swede that I think of. The thing is, I was very stuck in my head, because I wanted to try Molle and it was wrong, and then I took some time to get to the next Swedish player. I searched the name. I still don't know which. Ah yeah, I searched Kopro. I searched another. I searched a player with K, and it was CoPro, but I found Kayan and Kebi instead. So they have a lot of players with K in Sweden. Alright. And interesting that they are also then in 4 years, some of them. Yeah. So we continue with the weekly shorts. The overall results are as following. I got into the top 1000, everything fine. So this number 1 Riolo fan won with 97,000 points. Bobo got second. Of course, he should have had 1 world record more. But now we can at least say that even with this world record, he still would be behind. So it is fine. It is fine. He had lost this world record, and maybe number 1 Riolo fan also lost a few points there because of the cheater, but much less, of course. Yeah. Alright. Some new names in the top 5, definitely. And Mark is in there, Mark TM, without having a world record, because obviously we have world records, like 2 world records for this Riolo guy, and Mark actually got really good points all together. How did he manage that? Yeah, because he has a 2nd place here and then a 5th place on this track. And yeah, what is of course stupid is that the cheated time gets now the trophies and gets this 4th place here. It's like completely stupid, yeah. He gets literally 4th place in the weekly short week because he got a cheated world record. Also not cheated, like it's bugged, but he gets a bugged world record and then just keeps his points and everything. It's stupid. But yeah. Now we go to the new tracks, map 96, and the special thing about this week is we have map 100 today. Map 100 is happening. Alright, I don't have time pressure, I can do a little bit longer discovery this time. Let's see what we get. Okay, this is very confusing already. It's very open map, which is good because it allows multiple strats. Also we have a booster here, and then we got a wall ride. But the question is, how do we drive it the best to get into this direction? But do we even have checkpoints? And the answer is no. This of course means that we will jump out of the wall. I see also here a roof it, and then we have here this ice stuff, which would also lead to that finish. Okay, Nebula TM has built this track. Also yeah, it's definitely already a much more interesting track, because it is absolutely different to any other so-called wide map. Like yeah, the road itself is wide, but the path is unclear, so this is already a lot more interesting. So are there more possibilities? This here is blocked. There is of course still the possibility to jump down there and drive down here. This is also doable. There is this roof hit strat. There is the strat to jump out here. I don't think that you want to take this turn and jump out here somewhere, because this turn is too slow. Like this turn could be really good. We have multiple of these roof hit parts, but yeah, I don't know with these. It could be that it's very fast to hit this plastic from underneath. That's plastic, right? I think it's plastic. And then, yeah, some weird direct line to the finish, but it's very blocked everything, also I don't know. Let's do some different lines. Let's start with this one. I got that really good first try, I'm really happy. But what I didn't like was the penalty here. So I have to skip it on the left. Okay, now the other idea is this roof it that we have right there. Is this faster? Yeah, this is faster. The 270 wall ride above the dirt wall ride. Do you mean jump out at top here? That's actually something I didn't see from the scenery. That's not a bad idea. Okay, I hope though that I was hoping that it gets better around here. This looks really difficult to hit though. What is this roof hit that I just saw? Here. Does it make any sense? No. Now for now I will do the line that I expect the most to be good, which is just jumping out of this wall. Dude, this was such a good first try. What? I was even hitting the plastic as I mentioned earlier. To be honest, I don't need to try the 270. This cannot be faster. Just cannot. How did this work? Oh, but this map in Weekly Shorts Cup, GG. There's one more idea that can be good. But no, it's very bad. No, it's this is, I think, it looks as if it has many options, but I would be surprised if there is a better one than what I'm trying. Because you take the boost, and you take the full boost, and then you take basically the most inside jump possible. You want to jump directly into the finish, ideally. Makes fully sense to me. Like, there cannot be any shorter line. Like, this is the shortest line that you can do, you know? The only difference is, compared to my ghost, that I could go direct to the finish. The only thing that worries me is that I'm only 575th. Now that lets me think, did I maybe overlook something? But obviously I didn't hit it well yet. Also I hit it pretty good for a first try, but I didn't hit the direct fin. I want to once basically jump exactly towards the finish. That's the goal that I have. But if I don't, also my boost, I mean the fact that I landed on the red boost, if I jump directly to the finish, I'm of course not getting the red boost, you know. Oh, almost. Yeah, I want to land here in the water and then direct jump. Should be better. But how early do I go up in this wall? I wonder. I can of course also jump over this dirt wall right or left of it. Left of it is the lower jump. Over it would be the... but then this thing is in the way, I guess. Maybe. It would be always in the way then. Oh no, not work. And... hip. I mean, this had potential. If I was able to get that... if I was able to get that angle... Also ideally I don't want to water bounce, I just want to land in the water and drive. And then jump it to the finish. Ideally. And ideally I jump directly into the finish, so I don't need to bug slide or anything, I just jump into it. Direct. Just need to hit this line. It's of course completely blind with where to jump and with how high to jump. Plus the fact that I'm jumping out of this wall right and the grip is different when I go up here, so I don't really know when exactly I'm... like how much my car steers. Makes it a bit more difficult. Now for example I wanted to get up, but the car didn't drive up the wall right anymore, no? I was fighting against the gravity. Rip. I think you can... also I think that you land in the water in between. Maybe... it's hard to say. I didn't have a jump that was close to that. Okay, this would be a bug slide. Yeah, okay, is it actually possible? It must be possible. But in this case, I actually had to do the bug slide to get around. I was hoping that I can get direct in. I mean, if I land further left in the water, I can get a better angle to jump. Oh yeah. Okay, this went into the direction. The only thing that I'm surprised of is the fact that I'm only on this position. Oh wait. Oh. Yeah, the red boost carried my ghost. Also then I would think you want to overjump that water if it is possible. Like if there's a way to overjump the water pool just as at the last edge of it, just barely, and then land on the red boost. But nah. Also maybe, but The question is always, and that's the interesting thing with the secret times, how much did other people cook here? Did they actually all aim this perfect, or is there something I miss? Oh. Oh, this is really unfair, but it's the point 89. But holy shit, I mean, this was kind of the perfect run, I thought. But still, the fact that I don't touch the red boost makes it worse. So you're gonna have to land on the red boost, it seems like. Oh nee. Okay, now I got a full red boost, but it was still slower. Huh? I have now so many tries, but how do I get it faster? This was a very low jump. Oh mano. It was such a good jump. Also, I'm really a bit clueless. Because I had now so many different jumps and they all looked better than my ghost, but not a single one that beat it. Now I got it faster. Okay, actually with these 29,000s I made over 60 positions on the track. So that means that it is close. Also people are close together. Now I have more hope that everyone is doing this strat, and it's just a matter of how exactly you hit it. The weird thing is that my earlier PB had such a high jump here. It had such a high jump, but the jump towards the red boost was suddenly so low and so short. That's what confused me. But I guess another 200s and I might be in the top 100 with that. But I don't know if it's like easy to get 2 more hundreds here. Ah, rip. Water bounce. I'm getting very, very angled in the jump. The thing is, everything kinda equals out, no? You jump further left, which is the wider line, but you get more red boost. Or you jump further right, so you have the more inside line, but you get less red boost. Everything equals out a tiny bit, but it seems as if as far right as possible with touching red boost is the best. Okay, how long do I continue with this? I think not long. I mean, from here on it's only hoping for the best, kind of, no? So I will soon end. Let's give it 2-3 more minutes. And then I go next map. Oh, this is a very, very nice jump if it goes left of the dirt wall. But I'm honest, I'm not sure if it would be even faster, because I land earlier, and usually that's better, less airtime, but I land in water. And the water doesn't really accelerate my car, no? It doesn't really make me faster. It's maybe actually better to be in the air longer. So maybe that's the reason why more airtime here is better. The fact that you want to jump as far as possible, not as low as possible. Because the Trackmania player in me wants to get as low as possible out of this wall, right? But I have the feeling I'm not really improving with this. Maybe you actually have to go for more airtime. Question is, how do I aim this? Oh. Ach, yep. Oh, wow, this was very different because this was some kind of a water bound, so I had a different flight. Imagine you make a barrel roll out of there. If you would get a full one, why not? Ah, rip, I was too angled. The thing is, because of the wet tires, I don't have much control to stabilize my car when I drop down towards the red boost. So I had no chance to avoid my car to be too angled. Of course you want to be as less angled as possible when you land on that red boost, so that it gives you the most amount of speed. Oh, rip. I tried to land on it, but Nope. It was such a nice try. I mean, this was also a run where I could have gone direct fin again. I didn't really go for it. Sadly, I cannot really... I don't have a checkpoint, so I cannot really just try it again and see what the copium timer would be. If I had a checkpoint in the middle of this jump here, then I could try certain things out after the landing to see what is the best. Okay. Ah, rip. Should I have gone for it? More inside? I have the feeling this is where I want to land, but then also not. Because of the... yeah, so in theory I have to land further left for the red boost. The thing is just, if I have a further right landing, then I have a longer jump. No. There is less distance to the red boost, which means that I overjump it way easier. If I land further left here, I can actually jump more diagonal to the right, and because I jump further, because I come from further here, I can still land on the red boost. But when I'm landing further right, then I can... if it's not too far right, then I can go for the direct fin. Oh my god, I would have really liked to see how this would have turned out. If this edge that I was just crashing against was just a bit further right, or if I was landing a tiny bit further left, I really would like to know what that would have meant. Like, that could have been a sick run, I'm pretty sure. Oh, and this is... oh yeah, this is what you want, over jumping the pool perfectly. But sadly, like, the question is, where do you land it? Can that even work? But that was a nice one. Yeah, I landed now too late to do any action after the landing. Okay, I continued it slightly bit longer because I just have an idea, depending on where I land, what I want to do. Oh, imagine I get the angle. The good thing is, when I only land with the back of my car on the water, then my nose goes quickly down. You know? Oh god, I didn't see anything. For a moment my ghost was right in the camera. Okay, small improvement, 109th. You see how many positions I make with 14,000s. Also yeah, everyone is doing that strat and it's extremely close, and every thousandth that you can get matters. Okay, I got a PB. Let's go next. This is good for a YouTube video because people then probably check out there the first map ends. Did he get a PB in the end? Yes, okay, then I can watch. Alright, next track. Sir jumps a lot. Now the slow map. In theory. What the heck? Okay. No, I'm not playing the World Tour. So, we go to the right. Through the checkpoint. So here's now the question. How inside? Or maybe even from the other direction, question mark. And then here the finish is there, so we go here. It's of course high up. You could also come from the other side and take the hairpin into this direction, and then over this bridge you could get there, but this is definitely slower. I'm very sure about that. But it would work. Okay. Okay. I mean, to be honest, I can probably also direct jump without the bridge. And then it would be interesting. Then it would be actually interesting. But can I? There's an awful angle here. This tree is completely in the way. It's exactly where I would like to try. Yeah, it's annoying. Like, this would be the line. Can go a bit further outside. But I don't really get the angle. I don't know. Yeah, this is what I want. A small drift for the better angle. I want to see the copium time, you know. But it's very difficult to hit. Just want to know if I'm onto something with this or not. Probably not, but I have to see. I mean, I think this is possible, right? Looks very possible to me. If you hit it. It's very tight, also holy shit. That would be so difficult to hit, I don't know. Like, certain things are just in the way. To make it extremely annoying. But I guess it's still doable. The gear change there is also nice, beautiful. I'm not sure. I also see my ghost actually already driving in there. So you can go over the bridge like that, but doesn't really look better then. But question is, of course, if we could turn around in the checkpoint here, if that could be better or not. There are many different things you could try out here. But probably in the end it's just this. Yeah, this was now... This is kind of my third try. I'm already sitting since quite some time on this map, but this is kind of my third try and we're already 176th. And I didn't get a good start. Ach. Oh. If you land good, it's getting a little bit more difficult to approach this hairpin. Babylon. Can I actually stay lower gear and jump further there? It shifted the gear nevertheless. Almost, actually. Let's slow down the landing. I have to go a tiny bit wider so that I have this clean landing. Yeah, no. Oh, I lost so much in the end. .44th. Also here is a lot possible, pace-wise. Whoa, what is this? Slow down. Almost, yeah. You can just get such an incredible inside line at the finish. Ah, RIP. This is still, of course, the crucial section here, this hairpin. But I mean, of course, on such a short map, every detail matters a lot. It's basically, first of all, you need to get this 6 start here, this good acceleration. Then here the exact correct speed, so that you exactly land in this downhill and not over jump it like now. And then you need, of course, a great line through this hairpin there. Which was decent to my ghost. Oh, and then the super tight line. It's only 100 and I was far behind my ghost. Also I can see definitely I could improve here any moment by 2/10 still if I hit it perfect. But I didn't really get the hairpin good anymore. I'm over jumping this. The bad thing is I always touch the checkpoint, so I cannot train this section that nicely. Like, when I realize how good or bad the hairpin was, I'm already in the CP. Okay, maybe like that. That was bad. Was the longest way over the penalty that you can take? Okay, another improvement, 33rd. Shit. Also, how long do I do this map still? I mean, I know already how to drive it, I think. It's just the hunting here. I could get any moment a really sick time. Would be nice to have it in the discovery. But let's say 3 more minutes. This was a whole 10th. Okay, I'm very surprised by that ending. Like, where exactly is that finish line? Is the question for me. I thought I took an aggressive line, but I overjumped most of the finish, I assumed. No, I thought I overjumped it very long. But in other rounds, I tried to go very steep and early into the finish. But this was a much faster one. I think I take this then, because again, it's good if it ends on a PB. Also whenever I give myself a deadline, I seemingly PB immediately. Next map, Omnes Viae. This should be the puzzle map, and I see multiple finishes and everything. Oh. And a lot of fog. Ah, it's a multi-lap. Ah, no. Means just you can also finish there. Ooh, did I change the order this time? Because the first map felt like a puzzle map. And now we have 2 slow maps. I mean, there are 2 checkpoints. Is there even a different way? Or, achso, you can also go there. Okay, so we have to find out what is the best path, but this is not really... It's not really in the nicest puzzle. I basically have to drive and hunt every single way now. So first of all, I try to hunt this way to realize how quick it is. Like, to figure out what is the fastest path, I need to really hunt every path for very long, you know? I get a really good time with it. I mean, first of all, a no crash time, because some of the parts might be a lot slower. Okay, this is my time for this path. That was a clean run. Some parts also felt pretty good. Is there anything that I can cut when I take these 2 checkpoints? Is there a different finish? No. Okay. Then the next one is straight. So, and there we have then also multiple options. We can take snow car, rally car, desert car. Then we have here a road and here a road. So we have also even, also we have 6 different options on what we drive. Beautiful. You can maybe even jump from the dirt to the checkpoint. Ah, this goes back to where we come from. And if we go directly up here, I mean, this would be shit to drive the dirt like this. Gonna be honest, this would be shit. Okay, naja, we will go through all the options. Desert. The copium timer was literally only 2700s behind. I have to go right side of this pole. 600s. So, PB. Okay, seems already better. Now I take again the desert car, but I go to the left. And try to jump this. Oh. I mean, theoretically the desert car could get maybe this boost with the anti-boost here. Yeah. I think I got it, but this jump looks difficult to get. So maybe I'm not trying that anymore. Or I would go for this, but I mean, I don't know how good this overwall is possible. Let's not try these wild things now. This for later. The desert should of course be the best one out of the 3 cars, so this one will not work. And I mean, why would ever snow be the best? Yeah, of course tight corners. Okay. But at some point the speed is just missing. Yeah, never ever you can get desert with this. Alright. Also, it looks to me, yeah, with snow really to the left first, I don't see that. And you definitely want to do this cut. Let's say we've done everything here. What is here? Nothing. So now we can also go to the right somewhere? No, actually we cannot. This is part of the backwards, I guess. This is blocked here. Or can we actually sneak through this gate? Oh, we can. So then this could be a cut. No, but let's actually try first the other intended line. This is that we go backwards, but or let's rather say we turn around. Then there are also multiple options how you can turn around. And then he wants you to go here to the right. Wait, we have here checkpoint 2 and here checkpoint 2. Are there... Also we... Okay, achso, well, because this is checkpoint 1, yeah, obviously. Also we have actually 2 different lines again. The one line is that we can go... he blocked it a bit. Here's a small opening though, but yeah, you could also go over this edge. Naja, the one part is to here. Also here he did 2 different ways. Why are there so many options? This is not puzzle, really. This is not puzzle. This is just you have to try every line. Naja. So and then we have this, and yeah, but so that means, however, also that if I just sneak through here, I don't get the checkpoint there. But what I could do is I could drive to this checkpoint and then turn around into this. Okay, no, I don't get into the multi-lap. Naja, but you could probably jump through here, to be honest. And this would be looking very fast, if I'm honest. Here also finishes. Yeah. Why are there so many options? Can I go left at the stadium? No. No. I don't think. Okay, what exactly is the idea? Backwards? There's a booster. and with this booster we can turn around. Then he wants you to do this. So this was now slower, but I could also turn around here, but I'm not sure if that's better. Okay, to figure out every possible way there, I will always turn around and then we can compare these better. Because then I know that everything is the same fast. So... Oh no. Oh, there is another finish! But no one. Do I really want to drive in every finish or do I just guess what's the fastest? Dude. The thing is, I'm pretty sure there is a better start for this line, but I don't want to do it right now, because then it will be really difficult to compare all the finishes with each other. This looked a little bit better, but oof. Felt slow. This was a 2.7. It's also really awful to drive. But this cannot be faster, I would say. And then there's one more option with the same line. Beautiful. Plus 1.3. Also similar to the others. I want to check one thing to the left way here, because we could also go through this checkpoint and land here and get to this checkpoint, but would that be any better? Would need to turn around in it, I think. But let's try it. I can look at the copium time. Let's do a better jump. This is of course bad. Also it's very important if I want to compare this that I get this good. I need to somehow avoid the snow. Also I can get this turnaround a lot better, but 3 seconds is a lot. So probably it's not it. But we had to try. So now I have to test all the ways that we have with this checkpoint as second CP. So what finishes do we have? We have here 3 finishes. It is also ice. It is dirt. Yes, nothing, right? No. And then we have 3 finishes. What do I think is the best one? This is very far away. So theoretically this one. Let's just try. Okay, it's not that simple to say because it's not easy to try. .7 behind. Alright, so now I think that the best way, also first of all, I could of course also try to cut here. This is already faster. With these more wet tires, I could also go for this finish. But then now another question is of course, what is the best strat to start? Is it backwards? Is it turnaround? Also he extra placed the booster. Ah, okay. Also we got a massive PB. You will see it, that this is a lot faster. My ghost is up there. You will also see that turning around is not worth it. You will also see if I just stay backwards and do it here, like very late. Like that I don't really go into a full forwards, but I just do it sideways and then how's this? Actually loses out, okay. Yeah, this is I think the best that I have so far. Gut. So far so good. But now I'm pretty sure that you can jump through this. And that is annoying. Huh, is it actually not faster? I mean, depends on how good you get through this, I guess. Ach, RIP. Okay, that is actually a relief to see that this is not better. So it seems like backwards... Yeah, what could now possibly beat this? If we go backwards this way, I could try to go through this instead of the water. Anything else is of course pretty blocked, but I can't go over the line. Oh my god. I just found a finish. That I didn't want to move the camera there. I just mistyped basically on my keyboard and went there, and then I see a finish here. What the fuck? Did I just find a hidden finish by accident? What the heck is this part? Ah, then there is actually something. Like, I was looking down there, right? I was checking down there. And I didn't see anything. Oh, here's the opening, kind of. Here's checkpoint 1. Okay, how do I do this? With this pipe, I guess. I have to fit through here. Checkpoint 1. So here's the checkpoint 2, but it's quite far away. Wouldn't surprise me if this is the fastest way here though, because it's so hidden. So left, right, right. So here finish. No, we have to get a checkpoint still. Also checkpoint, bam. And then either back to that finish or to the right. And then into this finish. This looks really weird to drive, holy moly. Can we get to that finish otherwise? From above somehow? From here? No. Also I think that this is completely blocked from above. Here's the wood, but it doesn't really help. Here is the finish. You could basically also drive the wood and then finish here. Or when you come from this checkpoint, you would need to somehow get down here. But that would not be fast enough. Okay, let's test that start. Ah, we have reactor here. Okay, this is actually close. Maybe we don't take that booster actually. How do I drive this though? So I don't want to wall bounce it, I guess. That was my first idea, something like this. Like, what are we driving on? Hmm. It's only 6/10 away. Also knowing that I was sitting this not very special, I can definitely PP with this section there. It's awful to drive. Why does it have to be awful to drive? I have literally no clue how to drive it. Perfect. Ah, damn it. I never landed perfectly clean in this start here. I'm still unsure what I have to press in these physics and how I turn around. But it makes, like, the fact that it feels so bad how I'm driving it so far gives me the feeling that this is the fastest route. I'm not getting any speed, but probably I'm doing just the wrong inputs. Because there were respawns where I had more speed. Ah. That is so weird. I once had more speed. The thing is, I can probably beat my other way. Because the other way was by far not perfect. Also I struggled to get it faster, I don't know how to drive it. Maybe I can see that then with someone. I would say I try to get a good run with this line because you see I'm far up front of the PB. And from what I see, this has also good potential here. Ah. Ah, that's so precise. Oh! An auto slide. Damn it. Yeah, I want to see how fast it is. A bit outside finish. 103rd. 14.444. Yeah. Also now the question is how much more potential does this route have? Oh. Okay, 94th. I mean, pretty good. Yeah. Let's try this again. Now that I have this, I can compare better. This is a tiny bit slower. Wait. No, I cannot look at the copium time. Because I was behind, right? I was already behind when I went through this checkpoint. We now had it really slow. There was one more thing that I wanted to test that I forgot to test. No, never ever. Oh, you can also do it like this. No. Also I think I'm not far away from the limit though with this line. This is not a bad line. Oh wait. Oh dude. Are you kidding me? I have to maybe check a few things like this. I mean, these are too far away. Yeah, let's try the first line one more time, but I think it was way too slow. Like even with that, it wouldn't be enough. Yeah, no chance. What is about this? Nope. This is not it. Wanted to test that if we can use it some. Or can we get it from here? No, that's only here the trigger. That would have been sick. Because I saw that you can go through the start here, get this checkpoint, and then you go maybe back to this. Was another idea that you could do. Yeah, also with the old cars, I think that's now too slow. I would assume. I don't think that you actually get fast enough with those. All the parts with this checkpoint, no idea if that can. Also, this just seems very slow, to be honest. So yeah, it is either the strat that I do, or it is then somewhat in between here. But I really don't know how to drive this. Oh, wait, we get. Can we maybe do a reactor boost up? That is maybe the last thing I try. A reactor boost up strat. If we had, God. If we had reactor boost, oh god, I'm missing it. Ghost, go. So reactor boost up. Can we get over this somehow? Here over the wall? No. So this would be an idea. You find some way to get directly to that CP here. That would be of course crazy good. I mean, okay, we have of course this. This could also work with reactor boost down, to be honest then. Like if we the copium timer tells me that this is fast. I don't like reactor flights. What do I press? Actually, my first try reactor flight was pretty good. Okay, that was a completely different thing just by holding brake. How did I get that first try, man? Typical first try, when... IP beat. And you can tell that this wasn't very fast. Where am I? A bit unfortunate that my other line isn't good enough then. Because I really liked the idea that took also so much testing. But this here is kind of straightforward. This was of course the hidden way. No, you have to see that there is this opening, you have to see these underground finishes. So I kinda assumed already that the map author wants this way to be the best. And this big sector from checkpoint 1 to checkpoint 2 down here felt already pretty weird. The thing is, you can get that really fast. As if you get directly into the second CP, then you can still gain 3 seconds, I guess. And then it's of course a lot faster than anything else on the track. Ach. I mean, this is a bit luck-based, but also skill-based. I have no skill in reactor flights, unless, like apart from this one world record that I got early in the game release on the first reactor flight Simo RPG trial map. But otherwise, really, I have no idea which buttons I need to press. I just press something and I hope that I fly into the correct direction. I actually got a checkpoint and missed the reactor, damn it, that was such a clean jump. It was the first time that I jumped clean in here. Okay, it's the second time now. I mean, this is a jump I can do, but I would like to finish one good run with this line. One good run. Like my copium timer earlier was like almost half a second faster. And apparently that was really good how I got it there. But it was just the first try, I had no clue at the time that it was that good. Oh, rip. Oh! Oh, did you see that? This is how you wanna jump. Ah, this is bad again. Yeah, it would be actually cool if the fastest way would actually go out of this again. Also again up here. And then you quickly get a second CP somewhere. And then you finish. That would be sick. But I don't see that happening. That would be then a nicely hidden way. Ah, yeah. Yeah, I found something. At the very top, I want to steer to the full right, jump, also at the very top I want to jump off from this block and go to the full right as much as I can. Yeah, but not that far on the top, now still from the ice block. And then I steer full to the right, my idea. Now I looked already too far down. I have to... The nose shouldn't be that far down when I jump off. I mean, like this I can easily get here at least, yeah. And if I have the right angle to jump off, then I could actually come into the second checkpoint from the correct side. Like, if I get there from behind, that would be basically GG. And this is what you basically, if you hunt this map, then you hunt for this. Then you want exactly that to happen. Also I go for one more PB and then I go next map. I'm long enough on this track here. Ah, rip. I hope I get a banger PB and I hope I get it soon. Oh. I wanted to jump off further up. Ideally. Ah, but always when I get further up, my nose goes further down. Oh my god, I don't know what that jump was, but it was close. Man. Reactor driving and reactor flying, my nightmare. Ooh, oh. I mean, the start was really slow. I would have sucked a little bit. Oh! Damn. How did I get that first try? Oh shit. Ah, rip. My ghost is already there. Hard to control. You want to land, of course, if you don't come from behind in the CP, which is very difficult to get, you want to, of course, land as close as possible to the checkpoint. And with some momentum directly into it. Oh! Oh shit. The current PB that I got with that ghost, ne, is of course still reachable with my other route. Oh my god. There's another idea, but I don't know it. Didn't plan it, no, it just happened, but yeah, something like this, you see? Like I would basically steer to the left and there, oh! Minus 10. I mean, minus 10 is not that good. And the thing is, it's a very slow flight. If you steer to the left and you do 1 360 first before you jump towards the CP, also I rather jump directly here. Oh? Oh! Now here we go. I don't know what happened here, no? It was garbage, it was weird, but it's good enough to PB, and this is my final one for this track. This of course is a way that still has more potential and will be probably the winning way, I would assume. I didn't try no further the right finish, but it felt just slow, or I just was clueless how to drive it. And for the people in YouTube that skip only to the end to see the PB, my other way that was also getting a decent time, but not such a time, goes backwards here, turns around on the ice, makes this turn, goes then over the water through this gap, and then I just jump to the inside of the wood, do one small left steering with the wet icy tires on wood, and jump into this finish. This was also an okayish time, which doesn't use this reactor jump. Yeah, alright, then let's go to the next track. We have Gorge of the Sandstorm or something? No, Gorge of the Sands. Okay. Usually this should be the speedy map. Oh, this is Magnet. Obviously it is. Ah yeah, I see it. I kinda guessed it already. Is there also a different line here at the back? Because we have an awful angle for this. Also, there are 3 checkpoints, and these are, I assume, linked. I don't even know why there are 2 next to each other here. 1 checkpoint here. There are a few things. Like, first of all, starting on Magnet is really slow, so you would rather accelerate on something else, but I don't think that you can get somewhere, and you get a booster rather quick. So I will just drive here. So this is the first CP. Then obviously to here into the second checkpoint. Now the question. I could just jump. Did I say Magnet or also wood? I could just jump here and have a better angle, or I go over the top here, which is kind of planned or intended. No. Is this a checkpoint? No, it's not. I guess I was wondering if you just keep on this block, if there is something that you could get to. But I don't really see. Also you have to drop off from it, and then you don't really get the full booster, which is really weird. Also this confuses me a little bit. I have to drive it, of course. And if I look at this, I mean, here is a lot of stuff in the way, so this does not feel right. I can, of course, also jump here, if I get a really tight line. Yeah, and then we have here the finishes, many of them. Okay, let's see. Ja, genau. Can try the other way again. Yeah, but no booster is shit. Why would I not want a booster? It cannot be good. Unless I missed something. Well, why is the way there? Oh no, this is actually what you aim for. Ah, now I see. Oh, no. It seems this is just such an easy track. That the times are close together here. Shortly try different finishes, but no. Why would that be faster? It just isn't. Ah, okay. As I see how I can still improve. Rip. Oh, I didn't want that, no. Ah. Ah, rip. I have to hit this blind jump and then it's a good time. Yeah, PB. Upsala. Ghost, of course, had a pretty good start. Oh, rip. I mean, way too angled my landing. Can you imagine I would drive an ice map right now with that song? Damn it. The gear there is weird. Oh yeah, I straightened out for the gear change. If I then just hit his jump still without landing on the penalty, that would be fast. Would be a lot of speed towards the ending. Ah, rip. It's such a smooth jump. I didn't want to jump there, but it's so smooth. I hit it so perfect, but then I just don't know what to do with it. Wait, I'm still ahead? No! That was surprising. I mean, finally something, but this is not what I want. Like, I have definitely pace for better. Like, this sub can happen. Oh man. Okay, what happened to my ghost that it's so fast? It must be the gear, huh? Okay, my ghost actually had 6 speed. The thing is, the one thing, now I can show you guys. The start is very straightforward. I want to no slide or quantum slide and go as inside as possible. Here I want to not land too far up, bite a little bit to the left, but still get a bit downhill. Go wide. So, and now the thing is that the penalty send is here at this edge. It is shorter than further here. No? You can see it. You don't want to jump off here or here. I think I want to jump off here, where I have the shortest line over the penalty, and then you have to aim and land at the correct spot. This is like my idea. The problem is that there is a gear change here as well. And that gear change slows you obviously down. So in theory, you would need to straighten up the car. Yeah. And with that extra straightening out the car, it's getting a little bit difficult to hit this. Yeah, he was here a few times. Ah, I lost so much in the end now. Damn it. That was perfect until the end though. But avoiding that penalty there is quite a task. Ah! PB. It's going alright. It's also a bit of hunting today already. Ach, RIP. Maya, Maya, he, Maya, ho. Ah. I didn't like the fact that I landed on the penalty there. There's still more possible, but yeah, I think that I will also... Also next PB, whatever the next PB is my last run on this track. And if it's another only 1000, then yeah, it do be like that. It's more. There we go, I got the sub. This is what I kinda hoped. I kinda hoped to get the sub. Always when I say I leave soon, then I get suddenly the run that I want. I have to say that earlier, but then maybe the streak breaks. Alright, let's go last map. Summer Day, the LoL map. And this, guys, is map 100. The 100th weekly short. Maybe there will be a few people hunting this specifically because it's number 100. Okay, I'm not gonna hunt it. It's fucking Wetwood. What the fuck? This is not loyal, I can say. Is there any cut? I don't think so, but... Also the one checkpoint that we get is here. We have of course Reactor. But I doubt that there's anything possible. So, and from here to the finish, I mean, we have always these fences everywhere. The question is really just if one of these fences would help to fly, or here the inside or something. You hit the tree and then suddenly you zoop into the finish perfectly. But that would be nothing that I hunt. Minus 100,000th. That fits to the map name. No. No, there's nothing happening. At the far bottom right you can see the difference in speed and the CP. But I don't think you need it here. Okay, what do you do in the first turn? Oh yeah, this is the map, yeah. Also there's a gear in the very first wood. Otherwise I want to straighten out the car between the turns and drive a little bit straight. I think that should help. But how does that fit into LoL? Does Nadeo think that this surface basically is LoL in itself? Yeah, position is already pretty decent for Wetwood. It's not a style that I'm really good at. Wow, what the heck happened? Okay, I'm done with this map. Like, everything worked in this run. I went inside everywhere, what the heck? Like, the combination from this right into this left was so much better. And then also the last turn, I steered in at the exact right moment to the right. I'm really happy with this run, and it's a sub as well. Also, this is a very good ending. I didn't drive this map now as much as the other maps, that's clear. But I take it. Alright. So, we got 4 results in the top 100, 2 of them are also in the top 17. And of course, if I would hunt further, like, this is still improvable here. Oh, it has to update, of course, yeah. This is actually just barely top 100 now, yeah. And yeah, this one, I'm still a little bit surprised by the position, to be honest. But it's just the grinding when I land perfect there. I don't think that there is a different way on that first track. But it's still a bit worrying me that it's such a bad position. But yeah, overall, interesting. Cambo at 40,000 points. He played exactly one track. Which one did he play? This one. Huh. Yeah, alright. But interesting week. No, actually, all of the maps are, I guess, more interesting. Even though I have to say, at the puzzle map that I don't like, to sell it as a puzzle, if you just add thousands of different ways, and the only way to figure out what's the fastest is that you drive all of them, and all the possible combinations. Like, this is super annoying. And then of course there was something hidden, and then there's a reactor boost, and this is now, this reactor boost cut jump, no, is basically then the clearly best way. It's a bit sad that it has to be that. But yeah, otherwise, okay, this one here is not super special, I would say, and yeah, I actually would rather take a full LoL map than just a Wetwood skill map. But it's of course a nice drivable map, in theory. The first map is definitely crazy, it's not the typical white map that we otherwise had, and yeah. Alright, that should be it for the weekly shorts discovery and first hunt.